Good afternoon and welcome to AIADA's AutoTalk. I'm your host, Rachel Soleimani. Before we get started, a few quick reminders. Anyone who is registered for today's program will be receiving a copy by early next week. And if you have any questions, be sure to enter them into the Q&A bar at the lower right-hand side of your interface. Today, we welcome a new friend, Logan Wooden, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Podium. Logan, I know you have a lot to get to, so I'll let you take it away.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Excited to be with you all. AI is the hot topic of the day. So, I'm here to answer the question that we all have, which is like, okay, well, how do we actually use this to do our jobs better? Like, let's sell some more cars, right? So, excited to run through a few strategies that we've put together. Some of these are things that you can just do with AI tools available on the web today, like ChatGPT or OpenAI. Other things, you'll have to work through a vendor, but these are tools to look for that can help you do your job with more efficiency and get better results, which is what we're all here for. So I'm going to hop right into it. The way that this is structured, I'll kind of walk through 5 various strategies and tactics, and then for each one of those, how AI can help you do that more easily. So. Of course, this is me. I'm our automotive marketing lead here at Podium. I've been here for several years, and I've loved getting to know the automotive space. So excited to share what I've learned in this particular context. So we're gonna run through a couple things today. One, like what are today's challenges for dealers, and how can we use AI to better address those challenges, and then wrap up with the Q&A. All right, so first off, let's talk about what we found to be the most common challenges for dealers today, right? And we find this across businesses and other verticals as well, but in auto dealers especially, when we look at the customer lifecycle, finding new leads and converting those into customers are the biggest pain points. We know there's car buyers out there, but finding them, whether, we try lots of things. We try ads online, we try billboards on the freeway, like how are we really going to find those leads and convert them into customers? So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Managing customer appointments and the shopping experience, this third step. There's lots of problems to be solved there and ways that AI can help there too, but we're going to focus on finding and converting leads today. The big bold statement here. This is kind of the hypothesis for today. It's time to modernize how we find and convert new customers. The same tactics that worked 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 1 year ago may not work today, and so it's all about keeping up with a modern consumer. So let's hop right into these 5 tactics and how AI can help. I should also mention along the way, if you have questions, please drop those in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions when we get to the end. So the first tactic we're going to talk about is how to find new leads by showing up in local search results, and of course, how AI can help with this. So the conversation starts online. Hopefully this isn't news to anyone. There's several stats on the screen here that really support that car buyers today do lots of research online before they purchase a vehicle. This is how consumers shop for anything today, and there's so much information available online now to help us shop. In fact, I've even seen car buyers using AI to help them shop. Well, they'll go on to ChatGPT or another AI service, and they'll ask, like, tell me about the difference between the Kia Telluride and the Hyundai Palisade, right? And they'll actually do some comparison shopping with an AI tool. So consumers are always starting their search online. So we need to meet them there. Something you may not know is that where you show up online really matters in terms of the search results in the Google Map Pack. So 75% of all clicks on the Google search results go to the top 3 to 5 results. You can see over 40% go to that first list, or that first dealership in the list. So how does Google rank dealerships in this list? Well, there's 5 things they look at when prioritizing a business in these search results. One is the overall star rating. So you can see that reflected in the list here, as well as the quality of reviews, the how good are those reviews? The quantity of reviews, how many do you have? Frequency of those reviews. Do you have lots of recent reviews, or are they all old and outdated? And if you are responding to reviews, this last one is particularly interesting. Many businesses are not responding to their reviews, but I'm going to show you why that can be so important. Responding to reviews is kind of like a little SEO hack, right? Google search and Google presence is kind of SEO for dealerships. But in a review response, you can also mention maybe specific models that this buyer purchased. Congratulations on the purchase of your new Telluride, to stick with that example. And you can also list out maybe any other services that they may have had performed at your service center. So always responding to reviews can help you move up further in these list results. So a couple key principles to make this easy and to improve your presence online. Remove friction from collecting reviews. Automate review collection wherever possible. Ask customers for a review after every appointment or purchase. And use texting. Text them a link, a direct link to leave you a Google review. They're much more likely to fill it out this way, as opposed to asking them to go search for your dealership on Google and then find the review button, or emailing them, which is even worse. They'll see a very low conversion rate with email. Text them and say, hey, just tap this link and leave us a quick review. So how AI can help here, I mentioned review response is kind of a little secret hack for SEO. And this is where AI can help actually quite a bit. So you can use AI to generate personalized review invites and review responses. So these are the two things. Review invites, that's simple enough, right? You could put in the person's name and maybe the car they purchased, and AI could write you a review invite. You could text to that person. You can tell it, make it less than 50 words or 20 words or what have you, and it will text that. It can generate text that you can send to that person saying, hey, thank you for the purchase of your new Palisade. We hope you love it. It was great meeting you. Please leave us a review with this link, right? Likewise, as you can see in this image on the screen, this example, AI can also read a review and then suggest a response that's contextual. This allows you to reply much faster and indicate to Google that you're a responsive business, that you're a responsible business, you care about customer service, and then that can also move you higher up in that pack. So these are two basic tasks that we can look to AI to help us automate. As a quick example, this is a screenshot and some results from a large OEM partner network that we've worked with in the past. They have over 200 dealers, and they, as a result of improved reviews, they've seen a pretty significant increase in the actions taken on the Google profiles of their dealers. So on average, they see a 23% increase in clicks to call, 18% increase in driving directions, 32% increase in clicks to their website. So much more traffic now coming from this Google profile because their reviews improved dramatically. Okay, so second tactic, let's talk about conversion now. How to make it easy to start a conversation and keep it going. So we've moved from lead generation to now these folks are interacting with your business. How can we convert them to buyers? Well, we know that half of website visitors on a mobile device expect a live web chat option on your website. This is table stakes today. Every dealer should have some sort of chat option available for the customers that want a quick answer. Furthermore, we also know that your customers are ready to text. I talked about texting earlier when sending out review invites. 90% of consumers prefer to interact with a business via text. This is across both auto dealerships and other industries. This is what consumers are expecting today. This is how they expect to communicate. And if you think about it, it really makes sense. Consumers are busy. They're at work. Maybe they're running errands during the day. People are very busy today. So to catch them on the phone is challenging. If they can text you back while they are going about their day, maybe like I say, they're at work or they're in between errands, that can be a really convenient way to communicate with your customers. So if we combine those two ideas, this idea there should be a live chat option on your website as well as the option to text. There are several vendors out there that allow you to add a web chat function that can convert the conversation to a text. So that conversation isn't stuck on the web browser. The customer or the shopper can continue going about their day. So that's one thing we recommend looking out for. This also allows you to route web chat conversations to the location that's closest to that customer if you have a large auto group, and just provide better customer service for those hottest leads, the customers that are looking for the quickest response. So how AI can help here, right? So AI can help you engage these leads smarter and faster and compose responses. And you can respond in the same channel they reached out in. So AI can recommend a reply that's personalized to the customer's inquiry as well as to your business. So in this case, we have an example on the screen here. This is specific to a service center. Many of your dealerships have service centers attached. Someone's having their brakes done, so this can recommend a reply on when they can drop off and pick up the vehicle. AI can learn this based on the conversations and interactions that are happening with your business. And again, this is something that you could even generate with the free AI tools online today. You could copy and paste a customer's response in there and ask for a recommended reply. Several communication tools out there are also building AI into their tool as well. So keep an eye out for that. These are small wins like this, saving 60 seconds to 2 minutes per response. You can click recommend a reply, read through this response, edit maybe a few things, and send it off. That can really add up, save your team time, and also help improve employee satisfaction as well when they feel like they have a few more tools. Of course, you want to train your employees to audit this, make sure it's accurate before sending the message. But this can really help speed up that process. A quick example from Power Ford. This is a dealership down in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So they've seen over 6,000 leads come through this web chat widget we talked about, and they're able to respond on average in under a minute, which is pretty incredible. Matt Sneed, the director of operations, he talks about how it's all about getting information to our customers faster, which creates a better experience. And typically text message leads are hotter than other leads. It's replaced a lot of our phone calls. So this communication channel has been working really well for them, and it's something that can even be improved with AI and something you may consider as well for your dealership. Okay, continue on with how to better convert customers. What about all the different lead types you have, right? You get leads from AutoTrader or Cars.com or probably 20 other websites like that. How do we handle all of those in a way that feels manageable? Well, AI can help a little bit with that too. Responding too slowly to any of these can mean missing the sale. So we've studied this. We found 50% of consumers hire the first business to respond. That's pretty significant. Flip a coin, and those are your odds that if you're first, you may win the sale. So it's really important to respond quickly. Consumers expect quick responses. They want to be taken care of, and in some cases, they need a car soon, and so they're going to work with that business that responds first. Response time is also, if you put yourself in the shoes of the consumer, it's one of the only ways for that consumer to judge the quality of your business. They've looked at your Google reviews and they've seen some quality indication there. But then when they start interacting with you, it's one of the only things that indicates to them that you are on top of it and that your business is managed well if you can respond in a timely manner. So look for ways to connect every lead source and respond quickly. Connect every lead source to one inbox or one platform so they flow into one place, and then you can respond via that platform. This makes it much easier for like your BDC and your lead managers to manage those inquiries. Another great suggestion here, write a library of responses to speed up answers to FAQs. That's something that your team will reference all the time. So how can AI help here? There are AI tools available that will actually scan your email inbox where a cars.com lead would normally show up, and it will scan that lead from your email inbox, and it can bring it into another inbox with the summarized things you need to know from that cars.com lead, and even automatically shoot a text to that person based on the phone number in that cars.com lead with a quick response saying, hey, thank you, we received your information, we'll be reaching out shortly. This example even included a few details on open hours. So AI can be really powerful in this way, in that it can scan a lead from another system and respond via text within the platform that you want to respond from. So this is a more custom solution that some vendors will offer. So look for that with whatever vendor you use to communicate with your leads. This particular example, again, this is a cars.com lead, but you can imagine this working for any other lead type that you're getting in your inbox. You just train that AI and say, this email message, this is a lead, and this is a lead, and this is a lead, and it can keep an eye out for those in the future. So this can be a great way to simplify the workflow for your team and get all your leads in one place, as well as automate those responses and respond quickly to keep that lead warm and keep them engaged. How about the phone, right? We've talked a lot about how texting is great, email and phone are maybe a little antiquated. Well, it ends up 71% of businesses, or 71% of consumers rather, still have a phone conversation during their purchase journey. The phone, it does matter. People enjoy talking on the phone. It builds trust and builds relationships. So while these conversations may start over text, the customer journey usually starts on your website, and they'll submit that web chat lead, or maybe they'll start on cars.com and submit a lead there. They probably will want to call you at some point just to ask a question or describe their situation. So how should a phone solution play into this? Well, phone AI can help with phones too, and we'll get to that in a minute. But there's a few things that we recommend looking for in a modern phone solution. First, integrate with your existing communication tools like texting. It's great if you can have a single customer profile with all their conversation history across a phone call and text messages. You want to definitely offer some call routing options and forward calls where needed. Privacy and data security are important, so check into that with your phone vendor. Also really important is call metrics, like a call log, call history, and aggregate metrics around which of your employees or your sellers are making the most phone calls or picking up the most phone calls, how long is the average call, and things of that nature. That can be really effective, and also identifying employee performance opportunities. So the other big hack here, I call it a hack because it may not be necessarily intuitive, but we can actually route all phone calls to a text, or give customer the option to convert that phone call to a text. So when a customer calls and they may hear a recording, it's like, hey, we'll be with you in just a moment. If you'd like to convert this phone call to a text, press 2 and we'll text you instead. So that can be a really interesting way to save some time for your team. Likewise, as I discussed earlier, like routing all of these leads and conversations into one inbox can be a huge benefit for your team in saving them time and saving them from bouncing from window to window on their screen, right? If they can have everything in one place. How can AI help here? So this is a really cool feature that we've seen a few vendors come out with, where AI can actually take notes for you, like the secretary that or the assistant that you wish you always had to take notes on your phone calls. AI can actually do that. So in this example you see on the screen here, there's a short summary that says Elena would like to schedule an appointment for next Tuesday and will pay the deposit later today. So it looks like this may be a service opportunity. And then when you look at the more detailed notes, yep, Elena asked about what repair options are available. She'd like to schedule an appointment, right? So if you are a manager or a supervisor or even an employee that wants to see what's the history with this customer, what have they asked us about, or what have they done with us in the past, those 4 bullet points can get you up to speed very quickly on what that customer needs, and can allow you to better service that customer when you're on the phone with them, when they're preparing to come into the dealership and deliver their vehicle, or whatever the situation may be. So again, this isn't something that you can access on your own. But there are phone vendors out there that are implementing this technology. So definitely keep an eye out for this one. This is one of my favorite applications of AI that I've seen. And there's a couple really good phone vendors that are doing that. So keep an eye out for this one in particular. Okay, so last one, convert new customers using SMS marketing. And we'll see, this is our last tactic here, and we'll talk about how AI can help you come up with great SMS marketing campaigns. 75% of consumers say they actually want to receive marketing offers via text. It feels new to some of us. There's always a new marketing channel around the corner, seemingly, right? And the latest one is text message marketing. It's becoming more popular. MailChimp and other big providers have also started doing text message marketing. So it's a bona fide marketing channel. It's here to stay now. And when you compare it to email, text message marketing performs extremely well, right? Average email open rates are around 18%. Click rates are under 3%, 2.6. So when you look at text results, there's a lot of numbers here. I'm not going to read all of these, but everyone opens their text messages, right? If I look at my phone right now, I've got 2 unread texts and about 392 unread emails. So everybody opens their text typically. So if you are sending a text message marketing campaign, it's going to have a 98% open rate, and about 95% of those are going to be open within 3 minutes. So very quick response. You'll get double the response rate than you will get over email, Facebook, or phone. And consumers are much more likely to interact with your campaigns, with your marketing on this channel. So that being said, how should we think about using text message marketing in a dealership? Like, what are some examples? Here's one on the screen that I like. Something like 12 free oil changes, right, with a new purchase, whether that's a sale or service. That can be really engaging to help get customers to come in and check out what vehicles you've had. The other example I really love that I've seen work well is buyback campaigns, where you can send out a text message marketing campaign that includes a link to like a buyback calculator or form, and you can generate leads that way. I've seen a ton of leads generated using the buyback strategy. So SMS campaigns are going to convert better. More people are going to read them. One thing to be aware of, you do need to build an opt-in list. You can't just send a text message that is marketing or advertisement. You can't just send that to anyone in your CRM. They actually have to opt in to receive marketing messages from your dealership. And so you can do that with natural touch points after a purchase. After they start a web chat conversation on your website, you can offer, hey, can we send you marketing messages, right? Maybe after their initial visit to your dealership. So a good SMS marketing vendor will have many ways for you to generate that opt-in list and create that text message marketing audience. All right, so how can AI help here, right? This is another really great application of AI where you can create a personalized message to your dealership and to your audience, right? So In the example on the screen here, right, you can select maybe you want to collect more reviews or announce a sale or confirm appointments. And so you click that button and it will generate like an example for you specific to your industry. AI can analyze the industry's best practices to suggest marketing messages specific to your dealership. Maybe your dealership specializes in a certain OEM, or maybe a certain customer type that you want to market to. So you can, or maybe you've segmented your marketing, your SMS marketing list to include various characteristics of that customer. You can also market specific to those characteristics. You know, using a good marketing campaign, and AI can help you write that as well. Another kind of quick example. This is from Unstoppable Automotive Group, based in Southern California. They're an OEM dealership group for several different brands. Amir down there, he says it best. You know, he's like, texting is not like SEO where it takes several months. This is immediate. We send a text to our database and we sell cars. It's very powerful. So they, in particular, they've sold 5 cars in 1 week with just one text marketing campaign that took them just a few minutes to create, thanks to AI to help them write that campaign. So it can be very, very effective and be pretty quick to spin up with the help of AI. So just to wrap it up quickly, if any of this does interest you, Podium can provide several of these lead generation and conversion features and capabilities with AI built in to help you save time and win in your local market. We work with hundreds of thousands of businesses and have reached many cell phone users in the U.S. Through some of our largest customers who've chosen to partner with us. So I want to wrap it up just quickly with open it up to any Q&A. Rachel, if there's any questions that have come in, happy to talk through AI or lead generation, any of those pertinent topics. Last thing I'll add, if any of you are attending Digital Dealer later this month, we will be there. Swing by, ask us about AI, ask us how it can help you in your business.
Logan, thanks so much for sharing this information with us today. AI is here to stay, and this has been very helpful. Again, you will all be receiving a copy of this webinar by early next week. Join us back here next Tuesday, October 10th, as Dealer Teamwork discusses total search and why it's important. So be on the lookout for promotions on how to register. For more information about AIADA, visit aiada.org. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day, everyone.